What if Meghan Markle's royal story didn't start with Prince Harry, but years before, in the same elite circles that once shielded Prince Andrew? Buried beneath the fairy tale, there's a trail, yacht rumors, vanished footage, and one strange question Meghan asked right beside the Queen. She leaned toward Harry and whispered, "Who's that next to your grandma?" The man she was pointing at? Prince Andrew, one of the most recognizable faces in Britain. So was Meghan really that clueless? Or was she pretending not to know him? Because when you trace the overlaps, the deleted clips, the yacht trips, and the missing records, it starts to look less like coincidence and more like strategy. And that single question might be the key to one of Meghan's most carefully erased connections. On the surface, it sounds harmless, but royal watchers were stunned. How could Meghan not recognize Prince Andrew, one of the most public figures in the monarchy, photographed at every royal event for decades? Some called it a rookie mistake, others a performance, because that moment didn't look like small talk, it looked like camouflage. Playing the innocent outsider made Meghan relatable to the public and disarming to the royals. But behind that innocent question, there might have been something far more deliberate. When you dig into her past, the circles she moved in, the events she quietly appeared at, that question starts to feel less like confusion and more like cover. And once you follow the trail beyond that moment, things get murkier, much murkier. Long before Prince Harry, rumors suggest Meghan was already brushing shoulders with the elite, including people tied to Prince Andrew's world. Author Kirby Summers once claimed Meghan may have crossed paths with both Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein through shared social circles. It's unverified, but the coincidences are hard to ignore. Yacht log from her supposed study abroad summer in Spain don't quite line up. There are no confirmed classmates or photos, yet the same months show Mediterranean trips matching routes used by billionaire acquaintances of Andrew. Was it just timing or quiet access? Online sleuths point out how these patterns repeat. Luxurious trips, private invites, names that keep resurfacing around her. It's the kind of overlap that doesn't happen by accident. But the strangest part? Every time someone gets close to proving a link, the evidence disappears. And the next clue that vanished left even more questions. A Hong Kong interview that seemed to connect her to Andrew again. In 2012, just as Suits was starting to lift her profile, Meghan traveled to Hong Kong for press interviews. In one now vanished clip, she casually mentioned that royalty happened to be staying nearby. That same week, records show Prince Andrew was in Hong Kong on official business. Not long after, the interview disappeared from major outlets, wiped without explanation. Fans who remembered it began posting fragments online, only for those clips to vanish too. It might sound like internet rumor fuel, but here's what's strange. Every time Meghan's timeline overlaps with Andrew's, the footage fades. Photos go missing. Mentions are scrubbed. It's become a pattern. When things line up a little too neatly, the digital trail goes dark. And as you'll see next, those hidden overlaps didn't stop in Hong Kong. They followed her right into one of London's most exclusive private networks, the one that would eventually connect her straight to Prince Harry himself. Before the royal titles and Netflix deals, Meghan was already quietly moving through London's most powerful social circle, Soho House. It wasn't just a members-only club, it was a playground for the elite. Royals, actors, billionaires, all under one roof, with no paparazzi and no public records. Prince Andrew went there. Princess Eugenie practically lived there. And Meghan? She didn't just visit. She became a fixture. Sources claim she attended exclusive dinners, charity galas, and private yacht parties, often unlisted, rarely photographed. Somehow, a mid-tier TV actress was gaining access to events that usually took years of connections to reach. Even stranger, some photos from those same nights show her present, but unnamed. Cropped out, as if visibility was allowed, but identity wasn't. It's the perfect kind of exposure. Always in the right place, never officially there. And when you realize how easily those Soho circles linked Meghan to both Andrew and Harry, the question changes. It's no longer how she met them, it's when. Because once reporters started asking about those overlaps, something happened that raised even more suspicion. When reporters tried to trace Meghan's early connections, the response was the same everywhere: silence. The palace wouldn't comment. Meghan's team deflected. And even Prince Andrew's notoriously litigious camp stayed quiet. It's rare for both sides to avoid a story. Usually, someone denies it. But here, there was nothing. No clarification, no pushback, just a wall of silence. That's when speculation really took off. Were they protecting Meghan or protecting themselves? Every time someone got close to her missing Spain records or the deleted Hong Kong clip, it vanished again. Articles quietly taken down, names blurred, archives edited. It started to feel less like coincidence and more like coordination. Because when both sides stay quiet, it's not denial, it's understanding. A quiet agreement to keep certain timelines buried. And that silence only makes one question louder. If Meghan wasn't just a royal outsider, but someone already inside that world, what else has been erased to keep that secret hidden? So here's where everything circles back. That one moment beside the Queen. Meghan leaning in and asking, "Who's that next to your grandma?" Was an innocent question or a perfectly timed act? Because if the rumors, overlaps, and vanishing records mean anything, Meghan's royal journey might not have started with Harry at all. From yacht trips to Soho House parties, from Hong Kong interviews to missing files, the same elite names keep reappearing, quietly tying her world to as long before their love story began. The palace silence, the erased timelines, the unspoken understanding. If even part of it is true, this wasn't coincidence, it was preparation. So what do you think? Was Meghan just lucky enough to fall into the royal circle? Or was every step part of a much bigger plan? Comment your take, team coincidence or team calculated? And if you love royal mysteries with receipts and a side of shade, make sure to subscribe. Because this story, it's nowhere near over.